What is going on, you guys? So today we're going to be making a homemade carbon fiber black off plate, or should I say carbon fiber gauge plate. And here I have a carbon fiber sheet up on my buddy's car. So shout out to Jamie for hooking it up. And I'll be doing a step-by-step video of how I'm going to do it. And hopefully I'll do it right, because I actually haven't done this before. So stick around and hopefully you'll enjoy the video and the process. So the whole idea is to use the space for the climate control for the gauges, and here is the climate control removed from the dash. However, upon looking into it, I've realized that there's nothing for the plate to bolt into, because it's just a big hole in there. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to somehow put a bracket on both sides, so I could at least bolt in the plate and make sure that the gauges are secured. Because last thing I want is for these things to fly into my face at 150 miles an hour. So we're gonna have to deal with that as well. I think I figured out a way to make it work, and there is this big hole right here. It looks like they cut it. The previous owner cut it to put some gauges on there, and I'm not really liking how that looks, so I'm gonna have to block that with the carbon plates as well. So as I was saying, I'm gonna need some brackets to secure the gauge in there. So here are some brackets that I got off from Walmart for like $1.50. So this will work. However, this side sticks out too far, and I don't want the screws to be too close to the gauges, so I'm gonna have to cut this one off and transfer the hole a bit closer to the side. And I currently don't have a workbench, and I don't have a vise, so I'm just working with what I have. And here you can see that I just bolt this thing into it and drill a hole and cut it, and yeah. So here's the brackets that I made, and I'm about to bolt this into the dash. And as soon as we do that, we go ahead and work on the plates. So what we have here is pretty much self-explanatory. We have the climate control panel, and we have a pencil. And we basically just have to trace the the climate control panel to the white cardboard, and then we can start cutting it with the scissors. And then we could go ahead and use a let's see, we could use one of this little the gauge housing here, and we could use this to trace the hole, and then we could go ahead and cut it with a Dremel. So we'll have to put we'll have to make like 3 holes total, and we'll have to make sure that they're in the center. And yeah. Alright, so here we have the finished plate, and I've already cut it to where I want it to be. And right now we're gonna have to make sure that the gauges are fitting, that it's not too tight or it's not too loose. So let's go ahead and try the gauges to it. Alright, so here's the gauges fitted into the plate, and you kind of see the whole idea of what I was doing. And the fitment is pretty good. It's not too loose, it's not too tight, so I think we're going to go ahead and trace it to the carbon fiber plate and start cutting it out with the Dremel. Alright, so we just finished installing the plate and the gauges in there, and it's all nice and tight. We also got the blackout plate on the big hole right here, and last thing to do is, actually there's another one in here which is right there, so we're gonna go ahead and block that off with the carbon fiber, but I'm not really gonna record any of that, and it's pretty much same thing anyway. So that's it for tonight, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys later.